What one word you would use to describe Dofasco before you got here?
Bit intimidating. Intimidating mainly because just it comes back to the size of the company and the area that it takes up in Hamilton, and then going into the shops and seeing the size of the machinery that is constantly in motion, and just like, where do you even start when you come into something like this if you've never experienced something like it before?
So if you were to describe Dofasco's culture, how would you describe it?
I'd say it's almost like a little army in a sense. Everyone's got their own position, everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing, everyone follows the same procedure to get to that point, and everyone's got a common goal in mind at the end of the day. Let's get the job done the right way the first time.
Well, the culture here it's something like I've never seen. I mean, there's all these rules and regulations on health and safety, and here they actually live by it, and the culture just, it's one massive team. We have kind of a bros mentality, looking out for your brother kind of thing. You walk up to a guy who's doing something unsafe or could be unsafe, and just to say hey, and for him to turn around and not be mad at you and say thanks for letting me know that. It's pretty cool.
I work in a small group of just 6 guys, so we all know each other really well. We get along. We actually meet up outside of work, and I've met some good friends here. So we work really well together, and we all have something to put in. We learn from each other and help each other out when needed.
Talk to me about some of your highlights.
Probably the biggest highlight so far is being able to finish a project on a piece of machinery that's been in the shop since February, and finally actually seeing it go out the door and finally being done and put back together, and it's in working condition again.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the bigger highlights for sure.
I really like how the recognition system goes. I mean, you're on a high profile shutdown, or you're on a breakdown that's been day of, it breaks down, and then at the end of the day, you go on the team site and there's a little blurb from somebody 3 levels up saying, just thank you. You don't get a lot of recognition at companies these days. You put your heart and soul into it, and you get a whole lot of nothing at the end of the day, and that's not something Dofasco does here. Whenever you put in an extra effort, somebody always notices, and somebody always comes and goes out of their way to let you know that they appreciated it, and that's really great.
So what do you value the most about Dofasco?
Never-ending learning. Each day you're learning new machinery, different systems, flow paths, right down to, from a maintenance standpoint, but from the production side of things as well.
World-class continuous improvement. There's always a plan going on summers in Dofasco of continuing a process or looking at a process, or the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It doesn't apply here. Even when a mill's running, they're always looking to get that extra 10%, the extra 20%. And that just shows the drive that they have to make everything that much better and continue to be at the forefront.
I would say the sustainability of it. Like, I had a few jobs before this where I didn't know if, tomorrow where I was going or what, and I really value just knowing tomorrow I start at 6:30 every day. I go to the same place, and I know for the next 30 years this is my home.
It's definitely a career. It's not something I plan on being here for 10 years for and looking for something better, because it's the best I can see. There are so many different jobs within the company that if you were doing something and you got bored of it, you could move on to something completely different and basically start from scratch in the same company.
I'd come to this job thinking this is my dream job.